Sup YouTube fam. So the other day I was walking around the wrecking yard here in Geelong and spotted a EB Fairmont that had just arrived. So without hesitation I got my tools and went and ripped her out. So I'd like to swap the seats over in my EB because well, just the XR seats aren't very comfortable. Every time I get in and out of the car it squashes the old testes. So we'll go to something a bit more comfortable. These things are actually like driving a lounge chair. They're so good. They're real comfortable. So in this video I'm going to give them a bit of a tidy up, show you how I clean them, do some repairs to the door trims. As you can see they're quite dirty, especially that was the driver's seat, that one. Just as an example, you can see that's the colour they're supposed to be. These are actually pretty clean, and they did have car seat covers on them, but poor fella in this seat obviously had his bowels evacuated at some point. Let's just confirm that. I'll just show you the door trims. They're actually, like, they're not too bad. They're, you know, for their age. These should clean up quite nicely. Velour does clean up pretty easily. But these ones here, this is the driver's side. You can see this here will probably still show up after a clean, but all of that will clean up pretty nicely. So this trim here is the driver's side, and as you can see this one's very broken, and there as well. Yep, fix that one. Yeah, no, these ones are all good. And yeah. So what I'm going to try and do is, just to keep that shape, just put some tape over it and then apply some epoxy, some resin. And then after the tape has dried, I'll be putting some fiberglass matting over it to give it the strength, to give it its strength back. I've never done this before actually. I have used this with other projects, but I've never repaired a door trim this way, so this is I'm just going to try it and see how we go. And the reason I'm putting the tape down first and not just going straight for the mat is because I don't want the epoxy resin to seep through, because it will wreck the velour, I reckon. So start masking that up.
Telling myself 1,000 times, ignoring these visions.
Alright, all the masking tape's down. I believe it's all prepped. I've used masking tape. I gave it some sanded it back with some 80 grit and hit it with some wax and grease remover. You can see that's just trying to keep that shape. Same there, and all down here. You can see just how flimsy it all is. It shouldn't be that bad. So I'm just interested in preserving these. You know what I mean? These are pretty hard to find these days in good condition, as you can see. I mean, they're old, they're brittle. We'll mix up some resin and get fiberglassing. All right, so I've got the resin and the hardener all mixed in there. 40 drops because it's a pretty cold night, for 50 ml of resin. So one glove on with to hold the brush, and I'm not going to wear a glove on this one, so then I can move the door trim if I need to without getting any, I don't want to get any resin on the velour side. So let's get stuck into it. Alrighty, so the first layer of epoxy and resin is down. We'll let that dry overnight. I wanted to peel back the insulation so it didn't stick, and used various weights to keep them there. I'll let that go overnight and hit that in the morning. Alrighty, so now that the door trims are done, I'm going to call it there for tonight. I will be steam cleaning these in the morning, but before I leave for the night, I'm going to hit them with some interior shampoo and let that sit overnight just to bring some of the dirt up. This stuff's really good. Bit expensive considering how small the bottle is. What is it? It's only 500 ml. But I've used this before with how I clean seats, and this stuff works wonders. I'm just going to give them a bit of a spray tonight with this, and then I'll hit it again in the morning before I scrub them down.
I have forgotten where I am. Not in the same room anymore. Pushing myself away from here.
Alright, it's the next day and these have dried pretty good. This one's still a little bit flimsy, but I can't remember if I explained last night that putting the tape down so the resin and epoxy doesn't seep through the crack and ruin the velour. So this is around where the lock is. You can see you can't really tell that's a crack. And over here, I didn't see this last night, but there's another crack there. These are actually pretty bad, but this should fix it up quite nice. So as I was laying in bed last night thinking about putting these in the car, I realised I've got a little bit of a problem. So the reason I bought these seats is because they're more comfortable than the XR seats. And while I was taking them out, I quickly thought, oh well, I get the door trims because then the pattern and the trim will all match. The XR trim pattern is different. So, but last night I was thinking, well, Fairmonts have power windows, and my EB has manual windows. So these don't have the cutout for the winder, and the back door trims have the switch ashtray combo. So it doesn't really work. I could go back to the wreckers and get all the power windows, the loom, the body control modules, and convert my car to power windows, but I don't really want to do that. I don't really care about power windows. That's not what the car's about. So if I put the seats in, the trims won't match. Does it matter? I don't know. You let me know in the comments what you think I should do. Does it matter that the trims don't match? For the sake of comfort. So now that they've got a fresh coat of auto bloom on, I'm going to come over here and mix up a fresh batch of resin and do a layer of fiberglass, and then while that's drying we'll get to cleaning these.
This time it is my decision. Turn it over, start again. Evolving into someone else. I have nothing left to prove. again. Doesn't make sense. Make this peace fit. No use in lying. It's too late now. I would do it all again.
Alright, I think we're all done. I went pretty hard on the resin. A little bit in there. The brush started going hard, and my glove dried to the brush. So I'll let that sit. I've gone pretty heavy. I've gone 3 layers, 3 layers at the tops, because that's where I reckon the problem is. When you push these on and lift them off, it puts a lot of strain. Up here, puts a lot of strain there because that's where it's clipped in. So that should give it its strength back. When this stuff dries, 3 layers should be pretty strong, I'd say, but we'll see how that goes. Now it's time to take these bad boys outside and give them a clean. Got my Fuzzotronic Steam-Matic 6000. I've been pressure washing seats for years. I've never had a drama. That particular pressure washer is not very strong. Just make sure you don't get too close. Leave them out in the sun for a couple of hours and give them a good wet dry vac, and you should be golden.
Never matters what's at stake, 'cause it always ends up the same result. You can turn it whatever way you want. I'll just keep it to myself. Never matters what's at stake.
and we're all done. So it's been about 24 hours. Seats are all dry. Pretty happy with how everything's turned out. Door trims came up really good, really happy with those. Fiberglass is all done, it's nice and strong. I was concerned at one point that it might not have adhered, but now it's been a whole day. It actually has cured properly and it's really strong. Sorry this video has turned out to be quite longer than I expected, but if you hung in there until the end, thanks for watching. If you want to see more content on the car, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.